you are going to have to push yourself a lot of times because you're gonna fail. You're gonna have those days where you're just like, what the heck am I doing in my life? Is this even going anywhere? Am I gonna be here the rest of my life? Like, you just never know. One thing to do when you're feeling like you're in a bad mood or you're feeling down is like, man, it would be so much easier to just stop trying. And I could just give up. That's just it. Quitting is the easy way out, but it's not gonna get you success. Welcome to the Hair and Love Show, where I give you my advice about self-love, dating, and relationships while I do my hair. I usually ask you guys to give me any questions that you have on Instagram, but today we have a topic, and this topic was requested by me actually because it's something that I've been personally going through, and today was like the last straw for me where I was like, okay, I need to talk about this because I know I'm not the only one that's going through this. I feel like this is a very normal thing that any 20-year-old or older, just adulting, that we all go through, and I wanted to share my advice on it. So let's talk about how to keep going when you don't want to. That sounds a little like darkish. It could really be in any extreme that you may be dealing with it, but for me personally, I woke up and I was in my bed and I just didn't want to get out of my bed because I started overthinking my life and what am I doing and my growth and am I getting to where I want to be and blah 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 blah. And you know, the funny thing is, I actually woke up this morning and did something that I haven't done in a while, which is go on Instagram. Okay, let me do my hair. I actually have been taking like an unplanned break from Instagram. It kind of just happened. I kind of just told myself that my relationship with Instagram is, if I feel like going on it, then I will, but if I don't, I don't. And lately I haven't really felt the need to go on it. I've always had a weird relationship with Instagram because I don't know, I feel like it's just different than YouTube. For me, Instagram is more so, how do you describe it? Like more showy, more like, hey, look at me. Like it's about the glitz and the glam. Not really, because not everybody posts on that, but I just felt like Instagram was a harder social media. Like YouTube came natural for me, and Instagram was something I just felt like I had to get on because it's a part of your job as being an influencer. You have to go where all the attention is. The whole point of me saying that is I've been taking a break from Instagram. It's felt good not having to worry about posting, even though I feel like I should, and I know I'm messing myself up as a content creator or an influencer or whatever you want to call me, because your job as an influencer really is to try to make sure you're active on all of the social medias if you want to progress and if you want to grow. But just haven't really been too hard on myself on doing that because we're in the middle of a pandemic and life has already been hard as it is with everything that the pandemic has caused, everything that's happened in 2020. And so it's like I've just been taking it easy and trying to just focus on YouTube and you guys, because honestly I'm the happiest when I'm on YouTube. I love watching YouTube videos and I love making YouTube videos. By the way, I'm using a leave-in conditioner and avocado oil today. Bear with me, it's been a long day today. Like, it's just been a long day. Anyways, the point of me saying all this is the fact that I have told myself that I want to start posting on Instagram now for the past few days that I have posted. I posted the day before yesterday and I posted yesterday, and both of those days I've been like on Instagram like looking, because it's like a thing where even on YouTube sometimes it's just that urge to look every time you post to see how the engagement is doing, and if it's doing well then you're like happy, but then if it's not, you're like you're not feeling good, like you start being hard on yourself. At least that's how it is for me. So me seeing that, I feel like, especially when I woke up this morning and I checked Instagram, this is not to be like seen as ungratefulness, but it's just the cycle that you just subconsciously, that they say like the numbers can get to you. I'm bouncing all over the place, so try to keep up with me. Let me just continue with my day. So anyway, I checked my Instagram and then I just went into a whole cycle of like overthinking my progress. I just feel like I was having a rough morning. That's just it. I went into a whole thing where I was being hard on myself. I was thinking about my progress of where I am in life and the fact that I'm an adult and I need to be doing all these things. I want to do so much, but it's like you can't push yourself to do too much because then you're gonna overwhelm yourself. I was in a funk, okay, and I just really wanted to lay in bed, and I did actually. I laid in bed for quite a while. My boyfriend came in here and was like, are you okay? And I was like, yes, I just feel like staying in bed. I just didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to stay in bed. And I don't even do that often. It just felt nice to like just lay there. Like even though I was already overthinking, so maybe it wasn't that good. It was comfortable with me laying in bed, but me just laying in bed and not doing anything, but when my mind was racing, it kind of, I felt like it wasn't making any progress. It was probably low-key making me feel even worse because I wasn't moving. So anyways, I was at a stage where I felt like overwhelmed and I needed to push myself to get out of bed and keep going with my life, even though I was being hard on myself about something minor and letting one thing go into a whole big thing that didn't even need to be the case. Overthinking. And I had to, at that point, as an adult, I can't lay in bed all day. I mean, I guess you could, but that's time. Time is precious. As an adult, time is so precious, especially if you have multiple things you're doing. Like I'm a babysitter, that's where I get my main source of income-ish. And then I do YouTube and stuff, social media, I make videos. That's like my side thing, which I hope to maybe become something bigger. But right now, it's like I have to balance multiple things. As an adult, I had to make the conscious decision, even though I felt like, I don't want to I had to get up and get out of my head and stop sulking because, you know, although sulking feels comfortable, in the long run, it's gonna hurt you because you're wasting your time. I'm so bad at multitasking. I'm working on it. But yeah, I got up and I actually went to go brush my teeth and wash my face. And then I noticed the bathroom area, the counter was just super cluttered. It was just making me feel even more like, oh my gosh, you know? So I was just like, you know what? Let me just start cleaning this up, which is not normal for me because if I have work to do, especially because I felt like I had work today, so in my head I had to go to work today and I had a short amount of time before work. I wanted to film this video, I wanted to do some other stuff, so therefore my time already was like shortened because I spent a lot of my morning in my bed sulking. And then once I finally got up and then I brushed my teeth and was trying to start the day, it was just messy in the area that I need to be in and it was clouding my head. So I just decided to clean it up and it felt good. Like it felt really, really good actually. And I'm not usually one to clean when I have stuff to do. I would usually put cleaning off, but in that moment I was just like, you know what, let me just clean this stuff really quick. And then I cleaned that area and then I started cleaning other stuff and then I started feeling good. And then my boyfriend randomly came in and was like, hey, you know, something I saw on the internet was saying how one thing to do when you're feeling like you're in a bad mood or you're feeling down is to clean because it makes you feel like, I guess, like you're getting stuff accomplished. And I was like, yeah, actually that's right. I do feel better. So then I was cleaning and then I was feeling better. Like my space was clean. I felt like, okay, cool. Like I'm being productive here. I didn't put so much leave-in conditioner in my hair. I hope you guys are still following me here. Like, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Honestly, this is just me just talking and ranting about, like, whatever. But yeah, so I cleaned, and then I went to go eat some fruit and a quick little breakfast. And then after that, I did my yoga. And it felt good. I did a quick little, like what? It was like a 12-minute yoga session of like a morning stretch and just something to just make me feel good. And after that, I was like, great. I'm ready to go to work. Actually, after that, I was supposed to film this video, but then I looked at the time and I was like, okay, well, I have to be at work soon. So I was just like, you know what, whatever, I'll just have to film later. I'm putting a little bit of oil at the ends of my hair. So after that, I realized I wasn't gonna have enough time to film, which was okay because I already had got up and I felt accomplished because I cleaned and then I did some yoga. So then I just ended up eating and getting ready for work. And then I drove all the way to work, got to work, walked up the steps, went in the house to babysit, and then everybody's looking at me weird, like, what are you doing, girl? Everybody's like looking at me weird, and I'm just like, why is everybody looking at me weird, and what's going on here? And then the mom comes down and she's like looking at me like, is everything okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm here to work. And she's like, you know, today's Monday. And I was like, oh, I don't work on Mondays. So I was just like are you serious? Like, I could have sworn today was Tuesday, and I just felt so stupid. I was just like, you know, I'm sorry. It's just been a long weekend. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't want her to think I'm like cray. I just felt like, who does that? Like, I felt so embarrassed, and I was just like, girl, you need to get your life together. You clearly got too much stuff in your head that you're forgetting, not even keeping track of like what day it is. The moral of the story is, as an adult, you are gonna have times where you don't want to do nothing. Allow yourself sometimes to have some time to yourself. If you don't want to do nothing, take an hour to just sit there and do nothing. 30 minutes, whatever you have. But that's it. After that, you gotta get up and put on your big girl panties and just go and do whatever you have to do. And when you get up, you have to do stuff that's gonna make you feel motivated. So like, cleaning really does help. And this is coming from a person that doesn't really like cleaning. Like, I like to do it, but when I have other stuff to do, cleaning is the last thing on my mind. But my boyfriend is the type that likes everything to be clean. Like, he has to work in a clean space and has to clean everything first before he can really like get to work. And I've always teased him about it, like, dude, you're wasting time cleaning when you could be putting more time towards blah blah blah. But let me tell you, it actually worked for me this morning. Like, I felt so good and so much better. And then I did my little yoga, which was good because I felt my body felt better and ready to go. So, you know, maybe try cleaning when you are feeling down and you don't want to feel unmotivated to do stuff. It will really help. And maybe not when you're first starting, but once you get into it, you know, your mood will definitely change. Just seeing a clean space and all that good stuff. Let me just be honest, you guys. Being an influencer or content creator is tough. It's not easy. So thinking about all of this and how difficult it is to be a content creator, I realized that there's a lot that I could complain about. Like, a lot. And I'm never one for complaining, let me tell you. I literally don't even like complainers, to be honest. I empathize with them, but I'm just like, literally, I feel like complaining is just the most waste of time thing you can ever do. Literally, while you're complaining and sulking and woe is me, like, you could be actually doing something to get you out of that. Although that's just my way. I don't judge people because everybody has their own coping mechanism. And sometimes some people just need a time to just complain or just be in their feeling, because that's just how they get through stuff. But for me, I'm like a solution person. That's always been the thing, which can come and bite me in the butt sometimes, because I may have my moments where I just crash and I'm just like, I'm just tired. Like, all the emotion, it's not like I try to hide my emotions, but I'm just more so like, I don't want to waste time being sad. I just want to like try to find a solution. But anyways, I was just saying that because the video I just put out the natural hair video, talked to you guys and gave you guys my advice on how to get through the struggles and the frustrations that come with natural hair, because obviously there's been a lot of like talk about natural hair and people coming out and giving their opinions on it and stuff like that. And there has been some negative opinions about natural hair, and not negative in a bad way, but just like people are just like, you know, saying how they feel about their hair in the natural hair community. And then in the comment section of my video, I noticed people are like judging those people who put out videos talking about how they aren't happy with their hair anymore. They don't like the natural hair community. And listen, I just want to get it clear. I empathize with those people. Anybody who decides to put out a video and voice their frustration about something, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's things that I can literally like complain about, but I've always been like a solution-based person. My thing is, although I don't judge anybody who wants to leave the natural hair community, or not just natural hair, I mean anybody who wants to leave whatever they're doing because they're frustrated with that is not getting the results that they're getting. Because trust me, like, there's been multiple times, I don't necessarily say that I will say that I've considered leaving, but I was just like, man, it would be so much easier to just stop trying to post, stop doing this content creating thing, because it is a lot. And nothing is ever guaranteed. So it is challenging, and I could just give up. That's just it, you know, but I can't, because I enjoy it so much, and I'm not gonna let the challenges stop me. I can't, because anybody successful has been through a lot of like failures, and it's like, if I give up on this, then how am I ever gonna be able to make it in life or succeed? Or how am I gonna be able to reach my goals if I can't even take like failures, you know? So then I might as well just be like trying to live a mediocre life, or like not a mediocre, but like I might as well just live with the life that I just settle with, because I'm too scared of the challenges that it's gonna bring, or the failures, or whatever the stress is, you know. And I don't want to settle in life. I want to get to where I want to get to. So, and that's just all about being an adult, and that's hard to do. Trust me, like it is hard. You know the easier route, but it's like, honestly, taking the easy way out is like settling, and that's, again, if you want to do that, that's fine. I don't judge anybody's path, but I'm talking very generally here because I'm not trying to rant too much or just go into anything. Oh my gosh, I have this whole other side that I still haven't done, and how long has it been? Alright, 1 second. For example, even like doing these kind of videos, I really love and enjoy doing these kind of videos. They're so in my element. I feel like the value in this video is what I'm saying rather than what I'm doing, and that's something that I like. I will, like, although I love doing hairstyles and stuff like that, I don't want people to just label me and just say like, I'm only gonna watch her videos when she does, just because she does her hair. Like, it's nice if you're like, okay, I like this girl and the plus is her hair, not I like her hair and the plus is, well, I mean, either way, I guess it could be fine. But you know, I just want to, which is why I kind of like did that video a while ago that I said I was gonna stop making natural hair videos, which obviously I didn't, but I definitely did change it, my natural hair kind of videos, instead of it just being the center natural hair, and I added my own twist. And you guys see, like, I incorporate my personality, my life, my vlog. Like I'm trying to switch it up. Like I'm slowly trying to honestly like creep, you know, myself in there and not make natural hair just the full thing. I made it my way that I like to do it. Like even for these videos, I know you guys still like watching hair stuff. A lot of you guys do, and I know there's some, you know, of you who are real supporters that I could put up whatever and you guys will still watch and support, which, and I just appreciate that so much. Like, you guys don't even know. You guys keep me posting, honestly. If it wasn't for you, there may not be a JessCreationss, because at that point it's like, well, if nobody likes me for me and they just want me just for my hair, I'm just gonna cut off my hair and just make my hair have its own channel, so then you guys don't need to even see me or have my But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, even for these videos, these hair and love videos, it hasn't been getting that many views. It's like obviously my least amount of views that I will get, because it's not like fully based on just hair. I'm talking blah blah blah, and I could just say, man, you know what, these videos are not getting that many views, even though I feel like they should get. Like, I feel like they are valuable. Like, I definitely know that they're valuable. Again, it's just with the algorithm and just everything like that, I just feel like it's not being pushed out, which it could be frustrating for me. I could say, oh my gosh, I'm frustrated with this, as I don't think it's fair. I could list a whole bunch of things why it could be that or whatever, say because of blah blah blah. But what is that gonna do? Let's say I do just end it because I'm not getting that many views and I don't think it's fair and blah blah blah. But it's something I loved, so I'm just gonna stop something that I enjoy doing and I know that's providing value for other people just because I don't feel like it's growing as fast as I think it should. Like, I mean, if YouTube was my only source of income, then yeah, I could see that. But that's why you shouldn't do YouTube for money solely, because YouTube it fluctuates. It's not guaranteed. Like, you may do so well, your videos are maybe popping, and then all of a sudden the algorithm changes or times changes or whatever, and you know, or you want to put out different stuff and it doesn't do that well, and you know, you don't get that many views and you don't get that much money. So it's like, that's why it's always good to have other sources of income. I still want to have my own business eventually, like open up business. I really want to sell stuff at some point. I just even put that on pause because of just the whole pandemic, and I was overthinking it and was thinking, who's gonna buy stuff during the pandemic, and everybody's already struggling as it is, and blah blah blah. Just thinking of all this stuff and letting my mind get to me. But anyways, just for anybody who's wondering about the business, that is, I'm definitely still gonna be making that happen. I just felt like with everything going on, I didn't want to put out a business, you know? But anyways, I'm just ranting, I guess. I don't really know what I'm saying, to be honest. And I'm hoping it makes sense to somebody out there. But I guess the moral of the story is quitting is the easy way out, but it's not going to get you success in life or happiness, maybe. If you don't push yourself in life, you're going to stay stagnant. You're going to stay where you are, and you're not going to grow. And that is not a good way to live, you know. Eventually you're not going to be happy unless you're comfortable with being, you know, everybody's different. But, you know, if you have big goals and dreams in life for yourself, you are going to have to push yourself a lot of times because you're going to fail. You're going to have those days where you're just like, what the heck am I doing in my life? Is this even going anywhere? Am I going to be here the rest of my life? Like, you just never know. When I first started my channel, I didn't think it was going to be where it is now. And when I was doing my hairstyle videos and popping and getting so many views and blah, 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 I didn't think that I was going to be where I am now. I didn't think my views were going to go down. Although I actually heard that happens sometimes. I mean, being YouTube channels fluctuate, but whatever. Anyways, I didn't think that, but it happened, okay? And I know I'm in cause for that because I decided to do a 360 on my channel, but maybe complicated. But, you know, as an adult, you gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta continue to push yourself and keep going, and don't let the bad days eat you up, you know? Don't let the bad days be learning lessons for you, and just reflection. It's okay to have bad days. It's okay to have those days where you feel like hard on yourself, but you can't stay in it. Like I said, give yourself a little bit of time. You want to sulk, you want to woe is me, you want to cry, whatever. Get your little 30 minutes to an hour, whatever you have to do that, and then get your butt up, put your big girl panties on, go clean something a little bit, go do a little yoga, go put a song on and do a little dance, a little twirly twirl, a little whatever around your house, whatever you have to do. Go get your favorite chocolate, sweet, whatever you have to do to motivate yourself to get up and feel better and get to moving on with your life, and keep trying and keep trying. Don't give up, because giving up is, you're gonna miss out on life having that attitude. Do you think Beyonce, do you think Rihanna and all those people gave up in life? No, and that's why they are where they are. Anyways, I could rant on and on, but this heater right here in front of me is literally burning me up. I'm so hot, and I'm feeling low-key kind of dizzy because I'm starting to get hungry. This is how my hair ended up looking. And with this, when it dries, it won't be super defined, but it'll be nice and fluffy and bouncy and big, just the way I like it. That's adulting for you. Keep going, push yourself even when you don't want to, because trust me, you will look back on those moments and be glad that you did. That is going to get you to where you're going to be in the future, even though you may not be able to see it now. Keep on doing it, and it will pay off. Or at least I hope so. I'm saying that to myself too. I'm just kidding. It will. I randomly decided that I wanted to put some little bang fringe looking things at the front. Kind of like grab a little bit and then like just put it right here. And then pin it. Hold on. Yeah, like that. Yeah, do I want to do the other side like that? Yes, I like that. All right. Okay, this is gonna be the end, I promise. I just liked this little fringe look right here. Right here. I've been really into like the retro-y looking like aesthetics. Since I'm not gonna actually cut my bangs, I just decided why not try to clip my hair. Bobby pin it in the way that I would like, and I think that's pretty cute. Actually, I'm curious to see how my hair is gonna dry like this. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Comment 3 pink hearts if you watched until the end, so I can show you my love and appreciation.